Very good afternoon from the sports desk. The battle lines have been drawn in Orlando. That's where Mamelodi Sundowns are visiting one of their arch rivals, Orlando Pirates. It's the two sides' second meeting in a month, with their last match on the 30th of December ending in a 2-0 Sundowns win. Since then, the defending champions have scored 12 goals, conceding 3 as they continue their winning streak, which has stretched to 14 games. The Sea Robbers have looked fairly good too, winning their last 3 games and scoring 9 goals in the process, including a 4-1 beating of Stellenbosch 2 weeks ago. eNCA reporter Tshepo Thobane is out at Orlando Stadium to preview this game for us. Tshepo, good afternoon. I mean, this has the makings of probably one of the best games of the season. You've got a team that is looking for their 15th successive victory. You've got another team that has scored 9 goals in 3 games, something we hadn't seen from Pirates in a long time. So you've got 2 teams coming in here with a spring in their step, but only one of them can potentially walk away with the full 3 points.
Yes, Morena. In fact, you're looking at the 2 teams. I think on paper, both of them, Sundowns and Orlando Pirates, are the best teams in the country. Yes, never mind the log table. You look at Sundowns are top of the log. You look at Orlando Pirates, they are 4th on the log. But in terms of squad depth, there is one of the 2 key or top teams in the league. It promises to be an exciting encounter, looking at the fact that now this matchup is probably before the Soweto derby in terms of interest, in terms of what is expected, in terms of excitement. I mean, the 2 teams, the last time they played here at Orlando Stadium, Morena, it was the MTN 8 encounter where it was an entertaining 0-0 draw. And of course, after that, that's when there was the Carling Black Label Cup match where, of course, Sundowns paid or got revenge against Orlando Pirates, who beat them in the MTN 8 by beating them by 4 goals to 0. So it is all to play for. You have 2 teams, as you correctly said, that are currently on form. So we cannot wait to see this encounter. And also for Orlando Pirates, I think it's very critical for them to keep that title chase alive. They have to win this afternoon.
You've been listening to the coaches, Tshepo, in the build-up to this game. You've been listening to both coaches from both camps, you know, just this year and previewing much of their games. What are you hearing from them this time around? Because I know Rulani Mokoena will know very well that Orlando Pirates is the one team in the country and probably one of the teams on the continent that take them toe-to-toe. They play the most open football that South African fans have ever seen, which is what makes this probably the most entertaining game outside of the Soweto derby. So what are you hearing from Rulani and Jose Rivero?
Most definitely. I mean, in the build-up for this encounter, the Mamelodi Sundowns tactician, that is Rulani Mokoena, is keeping calm. He does not want to carry it away. He said that he told his players that they still have a long way to go. Of course, I think in the past 5 games that Sundowns have played, after every game, people have been saying it's done, it's a done deal, it's a Sundowns league. But their technical team remains calm, remain focused. They want to do the business for Mamelodi Sundowns. Coming to Orlando Pirates, yes, they did not start this year on a good note, but they managed to recover by winning 3 back-to-back games and also scoring goals. This was an issue for coach Jose Rivero, who was saying that his team is not scoring goals, but lately they are finding form. And looking at also, Morena, the transfer window, the big spending Mamelodi Sundowns did not do any activity this time around. You look at the Orlando Pirates side, I mean, 14 signings altogether comparing the 2 transfer windows. I mean, this particular transfer window also, they've got a top Cameroon international, that is Maru, and also former Amazulu captain Makehleni Makaula. We expect them, we asked them before this game that are they going to be available. It remains to be seen, but probably they will come on in the second half. For Mamelodi Sundowns side, they are solid. We saw the changes, we saw all the talks that Sundowns have all the players. I mean, the stage is set for an interesting encounter.
We can only but hope it'll be one that has goals in it. Doesn't matter who wins, but we can always trust these 2 teams to provide some of the most amazing football that this country has ever seen. Orlando Stadium is where it's at. Tshepo Thobane is the man who's going to be following that game. Of course, he's going to be crossing over to Nicole Kente as well after the game a little later on. So, Tshepo, we'll leave it there with you for now as you make your way, of course, into the ground and prepare. That is our reporter, Tshepo Thobane, at the Orlando Stadium. This game, Sundowns up against Orlando Pirates in Soweto, kicks off at 3:30.